Hi, it's my pleasure to talk to you today about our new effort certification process. The new system went live last week, and I understand that many of you have already received or been scheduled for training. In addition, many of you attended one of the information sessions about this redesign held across campus throughout all of our colleges. While it's true the new system is pretty different from the old one, the changes were born out of a real need for better information, and in that regard, I believe it's a vast improvement. This need for change was highlighted when we began to look at the funds flow of our $1.2 billion enterprise to determine if our expenses followed our revenue sources. That review generated more questions than we had answers. We found that we are not getting the information we needed specifically about our most valuable and expensive institutional asset, faculty's time and effort. So in that regard, a work group of faculty, administrators, and staff have been meeting to determine how we can more reliably get this information. They heard from many of you that the number of places that faculty have to report time and effort are numerous, and that the definitions of what activities go into those various reporting sections were not consistent, or they were ill-defined. So, we set about changing that and developed a standard set of definitions of the effort categories we're using. These definitions were vetted broadly and are posted at the website on your screen. Effort reporting by faculty serves a variety of purposes, including complying with external expectations of granting agencies, as well as gaining a better understanding of and assisting in the management of faculty workload. Regardless of how and where time or effort is reported, these new definitions will now apply. You've been extremely helpful during the development process, and I want to remind you that we know there's still room for improvement. Your input is not just welcomed, it's essential to continuing to advance better management processes for Georgia Health. Now, with that said, obviously there's the practical side to this. How much extra work will this be for you as individuals? The team's done a wonderful job of making this new set of processes and systems as easy to work with as possible. Now, it's completely online in a web-accessible format. That means you can access it anywhere and at any time that's convenient for you. It's also organized by the 5 major categories of effort that were defined during the development process. And as you can see, the developers spent a lot of time designing with the concept of ease of use in mind. Yes, you are still required to log into the system using your NetID and personally attest to the validity of what's recorded. But that's as simple as reviewing your effort, changing the effort to reflect the time you actually spent within each area when that's warranted, and clicking the Certify button. I have to confess I haven't done it yet either, but I want you to know this applies to me too. So, we're off. We're ready to begin certifying October's effort. The deadline for this activity has been extended beyond the normal 10-day window through the end of November to give everyone time to get comfortable with the new system and get this right. If you have questions or difficulty, your first point of contact should be your departmental administrative support staff. They have a direct line to the work group and technical team that continue to focus on this. Meantime, please feel free to continue to send comments to the work group through the web page or email to facultyeffort@georgiahealth.edu. Thank you for your attention to this essential and very important matter.